You're live. It says I'm live. Let me see. I just see a little mess back here. Just 1 second. Let me see if I can't cover that up just a little bit more. I have this behind me for a reason, to cover up this stuff and what's going on. Let's cover it up a little bit. That's what we want. Let me see. I don't know if I could turn this a little bit more. Like that would help, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm just looking at my screen, and let me see what happens if I do this. Will it increase my, can I go in just a tad bit? Hello, hello, come on in and say hello. Um, See, I cannot see what I look like here, and I'm afraid if I hit this button, it doesn't do anything. It's showing something over there, but it's not transferring over here. This is what you have to deal with. Come on in and say hello. Let me just post this over here on my page and let anybody know that, okay, light is fine. Okay, good. Oh, well, anyway, I redid all that. Okay, let me tell my friends. Okay, let's see. I have already, in fact, I might do just a tiny bit more. I'm using unique products today. I'm a unique presenter. I have already used my beautiful, wonderful Fountain of Youth stuff, Uology, that you had your own 3 different booster properties into this. And whatever, I must have added something in it this time. I think it was probably a sunscreen property that has given it a scent that I'm not familiar with, because normally I do not have a scent like that. So just beware if you would add the sunscreen to it. You might have an odd scent to your container. I've also used the anti-aging serum. I swear by this. I think I've still got lots in here because I only use, like, I used it on the outside part of the dropper. I seldom use any of the inside dropper. And then after all that, I add a little bit of my eye cream. And this is our Uology eye cream. And oh, my eyes itching. Huh. Huh. Oh, goodness. And okay. Hold on. Somebody's asking where I'm at. And if you come here, it's QnDebra of Makeup, but you have to put spaces in between the words to get to my channel. Just saying. Hi. Please say where you're from. Say hello. I'm playing with unique makeup for the mature skin. Next, I'm going to add a bit of this is our older primer, the more silicone-based primer, if you like a silicone base, to fill in those little pores that you might have. Now, I notice I do have quite a few more pores up here on the forehead. So I'm just going to add a little bit to my fingers here, just little beads, because if you add too much of this, oh goodness, I don't know if I can send somebody this link. Hold on a minute, I might have to send this to somebody. Hello, how are you today? Oh, Denise found me. Yes, I see you. Yes. Diane's having a hard time. Diane, she can't figure things out. Okay, hold on. Let me just try to send this to her. We'll see if we can't send this to her. Let me see here. Let's search for, oh, there it shows me right here. What am I doing? Okay, right here is what I want to do. Let me see if I can send that to her. Share, messages, Diane. There we go. How about that? Oh, I'm seeing myself here on the screen too. Let me see what that all looks like. How do I look on there? I've never noticed myself on the phone before. Let me check that out. Oh, hold on. I don't want to have that sound on. Let me see. There we go. Oh, and I might be able to even see what. Oh, yeah. I see your. This is nice. I can see what you're saying. That's kind of nice. So anyway, I've added the silicone primer. And again, don't put too much of that on, because if you do, you're going to find your makeup's going to roll off your face at the end of the day. And that's not a fun feeling. I don't like that to happen. So I have already created my makeup down here, and that was a little while back because I decided I was changing my my YouTube channel cover. And I was playing with that, and then I changed some other things. And so I had placed that in there, getting ready to use it, and it's been sitting there. So we're going to get that on the face here. Get this covered up. See, look at these little splotches. We don't like those splotches. No, we don't. Today I'm using the liquid foundation and the color Eyelet. And there we go. And if you're interested in learning about how you figure out what color you are as far as warm, cool, or neutral, I've got a new chart that kind of helps you with all that I could send to you. Just message me. I do. I miss you. Yes. Yes. Okay. There we go. And we'll get this all up in here. I want to get that on there. And of course, it's 3:30. Who would think I'd get on here early in the morning? That doesn't happen. Who would think I'm not really accomplishing much today. It seems like I had more things I wanted to accomplish, and the day is getting away from me. Make sure you go down your neck, go back around here, even sometimes go around your ears with your makeup. You don't want anybody looking at your face and say, look at that. It ends right there. And then down here, her neck is white. We don't want that to happen. Yeah, they're using it right? What do you think? You've had Eyelet before? That's what I'm using, in fact, today, but I have added a little bit of something else to it. Let me see what this looks like. Not looking too bad. Not looking bad at all, girlfriends. Oh, and I've got some new tips for you today for highlighting. I've watched some of my YouTube friends, and I've gotten a couple new tips to give you today for us older ladies. So stay tuned, and we'll get that all covered here in just a minute. Now I'm just applying some of this that I've got left over. Now this is more of a full coverage, so you're going to notice it a little more on the face. And this does tend to run just a little, I think because of what I mixed it with. Runs a little more orangey than I like. My skin tone is more pink undertones. and for, well, on that red hair and blue eyes. Because you've got red hair and blue eyes, right, Denise? Now, if you need to send that back, wonder how we do that. I thought you used the eyelet before. It's a little lighter. Oh, gotcha. It looked okay. The only thing was I did notice you're not bringing it down your neck. And I am sometimes guilty of that too. Look at this. I've tried to fix my necklace. John, my husband, fastened it on the last one, thinking that would keep that necklace from twirling around, but it has not done that. Doggone it. Makes me mad. Okay, let's add a bit of contour. Let's add a bit of contour going on. I'm going to bring out, let me see, what should I do? I shouldn't bring out what we can't have anymore. I hate that. Let me pull out a pressed powder in the color Sable today. And we're going to use that for contour because that is available. I believe it is still available. And we're just going to put it underneath that cheekbone. Kind of like so. That's why this angled brush like this kind of really gets right into that little cavity. I've also learned something about, I feel like it's indenting, and as we grow older, our sides of our face up here, the temple, are starting to, they kind of start to cave in, I guess is what they say. So we're going to do highlighter or a concealer lightener up in that area to bring that forward is what we're going to try today. Some different placements of a concealer is what we're going to play with. It's all about the artistry of the face because we aren't all one color on the face. That's the reason why I guess maybe we're splotchy. Who knows why God gave us all those splotches. I guess he said, don't get into the sun. Don't stand in that sun. Well, I was quite the worshiper. And I did all that iodine and baby oil and all that stuff. Did you get in the sun much when you were a kid? Okay, good. And then I'm going to go right underneath this chin area. And this, I'm going to take more that tip of that angled brush. And we're going to do that. Now, are you guys going to church tonight, or what are you guys doing? Or you decided to, oh no, this is Sunday. Oh my God, my days are all mixed up. So you guys left too soon and messed all my days up. Because I'm still thinking it's Saturday. That's why you were listening to church. Okay, get that all on there. We're going to have steak tonight with, I had leftover potatoes. We've already, oh, get this, Denise. You'll get a hoot out of this. I guess, Diane, are you on here now? Talk to us. Hello, whoever's on here. What was I getting ready to tell you? Oh, what happened? He said, take it out of the crock pot. I had it in the refrigerator. Take that out of the crock pot at that inner piece, stone piece. It should be able to withstand heat, correct? Well, we set it on top of the stove. We turned it on. He picked it up, and the whole bottom broke off of it. What a mess. What a mess. I wasn't out there to see it. he had to clean it all up. I felt sorry for him. Last night we had beans, northern beans. And of course, with our northern beans, we use um, tomatoes. We put in ours, and we put taco seasoning. Now, see, you probably couldn't have that taco seasoning. Oh, you were a tanning bed worshiper 6 times a week. Oh my gosh. Oh my, so you've got the issue too. So that doesn't look too bad. It's looking a little red there. I'm going to have to try to bluff that out just a little bit. That's why I kind of feel my cream, my foundation stick really works the best for your contour. And then lightly putting some powder on over that to set it, because I feel like it can be controlled more. How do we like that? That's better. That's better. Now, another place to highlight, ladies, is right above the chin, right here. So why don't we try to do some of that? And I could use the lightest shade in my powder, and that would be Scarlet, but I am going to go with maybe something different than that. Let me see what colors I got here. I'm thinking maybe organza or velour or something like that might be a good choice. Now here is my Scarlet. Let me show you how light that is. Very light. Oh, you can't probably tell. There you go. Very light for that one. And here, I even have Camlet in a loose. Let me see what we think about that. Is that lighter? No. No, I don't think that would work. You know, always try it out on your hand or someplace. Oh, I did the other night when we had it in the container. This was the leftover. So, and here's organza. Let me see about organza. It's a lighter shade, but not as light as the, I'm getting it all over me, as the Scarlet is. Let me put these all away. Just put them all away. And we're going to try organza. Here she is. Oh yeah, this might work. This is how, see it, now there, if I point down, you can kind of see what the color is. Okay. Oh, this is like a cream. This was one of our cream foundations. Now, we no longer make this either, but we're going to use this today. And what I would like to do is maybe use a sponge for this. Let me see. Let me try just this sponge. This one is kind of spongy down at the end. Still got this on it. Let me see what this will do. And I want to, yeah, it's light. It's a little lighter, but not too light. So you do see a difference. Like so. But you don't want to bring it down too far, Debbie. I talk to myself. Yes, I do. I want it to be up above that jowl. That's what I want it to be, and it's going down below. And that's not, I want it to look like there's a difference. That's the key. Don't be like me and mess up. Right? Let me see how that goes. And then we're going to blend that in a bit. That's looking a little better. Did Diane get in here? Hello, Diane, if you're in here. Can't tell if she is or not. I'm just going to pat it on instead of trying to draw a line. Maybe I can be a little more precise. And we'll just let that sit on there. Just like that. Now, he also suggested putting it right in here. Some lightness. Going right down that nose on the top with lightness. Let me get out like a wonderful acrylic brush that I could use, and we'll see what we can do about that. Right in here. See, somebody's going to look right at you. They're going to look at that light. That's going to bring them right to your eyes. That's what you want to happen here. We can do right here at the top of the nose. And the other place that was different for me to hear about was right here above the arch of the brow. Now, we don't want that to show as a line, so you got to remember to blend that out. But right there, because then again, that's going to bring the eye right to that area. It's going to give you more of a facelift. I don't know, we have 3 visitors, but you need to talk to us. And let me see here. Oh, and then the other one was where we are starting to sink in here at our temples. As we get older, it just happens. Take a little bit of that lightener and kind of press it right in that area. Right in that area. Just subtle little bits like this is all it takes. Does not take a lot. Yes. There we go. We've got just a little hint of this lightness. Now, you know I like to do also around the eyes and all that kind of fun stuff, but I like to use a concealer for that. Now, you could also use a concealer in these areas if you want to go with our concealers, but my concealer shades, this would be too light, I think, to use. I'm going to put it on my eye. I do have one other shade of that, but I don't know what I have done with it. Of course, let me see. Don't see it. So when, oh, hold on, this might be it right here. Yeah, oh, now this might work. Hold on a minute. Let's try this. This is organza in the concealer. That's the color I was using. Let me just try that. And just a spot here and just a little line there and a little line there. And a little bit there and a little bit here. And here we go around the merry-go-round. Oh, yes, and you probably should put a little bit down here. Okay, we're going to play with all this. Now we're going to also, let's try to blend that out a bit. I'm going to take my one sponge, my Real Technique sponge. I love this sponge. And it's probably best now to dampen it. I always dampen mine with my rose water, but you can take it to your sink and dampen it there. And just make sure you wring it out really good. You want it to be just damp. You don't want it to be wet. So let's just kind of blend that all in. Oh yeah, see, that just brings a little bit of lightness up and through there. Yeah. And just right in that little concave area right there. And right up above here, so it looks like I don't have a line. And right over here. Right there. And then let's see if we can't blend this out a little bit better. There we go. How's that looking? I'll have to see with my 7-time mirror just to make sure. Yeah, that's not bad. Now, you know, I love to also contour my nose with some darkness. So I really prefer to use the stick foundation for that. And since I'm a presenter and have every product that we carry, I have that, of course, on hand here. So I'm going to use the color Cypress for that. And I like a particular brush for this. Of course, you never can find it. So let me just use this one. Oh, I think I found it. It's right here. Wet and Wild White brush. That's what I call it. And I just get a little bit off the top of this stick. It's a cream foundation stick in the color Cypress. And I'm not going to go way up in there. I'm just going to do right there on the sides, and then I'm going to blend it all out. And that's all we need to do with that. Now, another little tip, ladies. Put a little bit of this underneath your lips. I have added some gloss on my lips earlier. And where this seems to, that recedes underneath the lips, makes it like go back, and then it makes your lip then come forward, is what this little trick is doing. And for some reason, it really works. Just a little bit, not much. Chat publicly, it says. As I look down here on my telephone. Okay, next we're going to blend that out on the side. I have a particular brush I like for that. If I can locate it, it would be wonderful. It's a smaller brush. Oh, I'll use this one. This will work. This one is a unique brush. This one is our powder concealer brush. So this is a perfect size right here. Go up and down on that line that you just made and blend it out. And it's amazing how it will thin your nose out. Not that my nose is huge, but it does kind of bulge out a bit. Feels like so. Nice, nice, nice. If you don't feel like you've blended this well enough, just go back in and do a little more. Just like so. Not bad, not bad. Okay, we'll go on and we're going to do our brows, and I'm loving the technique I use for that. I'll just keep these out here and put them away in a bit. I do like to clean up some though. Eyebrows. Eyebrows, I'm using a different product. Unique does not sell anything like this. This is a Fenty Beauty product. And one end is a wax stick, and the other end is a little brush. It's a clear wax. It twists up from the bottom. And I love it. I love it. As you can see, I hardly have eyebrows to talk about. Now, I have been watching, some girls are using henna, the henna dye, Henna, and putting that on their brows, and that will last for like 6 weeks. Do I want to try it, girlfriends? That's what I need to know. No place. We're not going anywhere. I'm just playing. Just playing with makeup, Denise. Haven't been on YouTube in a while, and I thought I'd refresh my channel. So please like or subscribe. It helps me. I can maybe get off the camera on my computer and get on my phone instead. because you have to have so many subscribed before that's available to you. So, as you can see it's dark right here, and then there's nothing. Well, there is hairs there. And what this waxy material does in this stick, it grabs a hold of whatever hairs I do have there, and it's going to allow whatever other product I use to adhere to that wax and those little fine white or gray or whatever color hairs they are. And what's nice about this, it comes with a cute little silicone brush is what this is. So you can take that through and you can brush those hairs up. And if you get you a nice magnified mirror, you can see all those hairs. Just saying. Because it's just kind of like I look at it and it says, oh, look, I've got hairs. Oh my gosh. Then my next step is, put that away. I like to get out an Ulta Beauty product, another product that's not available through the company that I represent, and that is a brow tint. So this color here is medium. Comes on a little brush like this, kind of like a little mascara brush. And so you just grab a hold. You don't press it down real hard. You don't want to really get it on your skin. And you just run it through those hairs. Is what I'm doing. And so let's do this side. Now this one I messed up and got it right on the skin. As you can see, doesn't look too good. So we have to try to fix that. And I'll show you how I fix it. That's the only thing. You have to be kind of careful with this. But I'm afraid if you use that henna stuff, that's on the skin itself. Although it sits on there for like 15 minutes, I guess, and then you wipe it off. And when she wiped it off, it didn't look. It looked real. Your eyebrows looked real. I don't know if I'd want to try it or not. I just don't know. Just don't know. Okay. Now we got to try to find my spoolie brush, and here we go. And I'm going to try to fix this little boo-boo that I did right here. I just take that brush and brush right directly on it. I can pretty well get it out. Still, again, I'm brushing all those hairs up. And the more you brush up, the more that will come off. Look at those brow hairs all saying, hello. Hello. Then I'm trying to make them look more realistic here. Then I'm going to come to this side and try to make it look a little like the other. Just brushing through the brow hairs. And go like that. And now, I still like to add a little more to it. Although you could maybe stop here. Because sometimes I still have gaps in there. And I like to fill in just a tiny bit with my brow kit from Unique. That's no longer available. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I can't help it. And I use this wonderful artist brow brush. Everybody should get one of these brushes, I'm just saying. And then you just flick that in there. It kind of just fills it in. Any of those little gaps. And still, your hairs are showing. And it just looks so natural that way. So you could use an eyeshadow for this and probably get the same result. And so feel free. There we go. It's hard to believe this is Sunday. You sure this isn't Saturday? Okay. What are you having for dinner tonight, Denise? I'm going to go. We have some creams down below in this little palette that I love. And I'm going to go in with this cream. And I'm going to just go right up against those brow hairs. And just kind of clean anything up that I feel like got messed up. And it's a bit of a highlighter as well. Also, if you feel like you need to use it on the top, you could. I don't know, it's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Put that on away. And so I understand in Indiana, is it still snowing in Indiana? Okay, next we want to put a little eye makeup on. And we're going to play with some of our unique eyeshadows. I'm going to bring out this other palette today. Oh, you know what I have not played with? Let me get out our newest palette, the palette Addiction palette number 8, and let's play with this. Check out these gorgeous colors. Is that not beautiful? Let's just start off with that beautiful first color, Wondrous, this yellow color. I just love colors. And this palette was like made for me, just saying. I'm going to do, I want to also put, I want to put a little bit of concealer on this eyelid first. These are our concealers, brand new to the line. And this is the color Marcus set. And they're very similar to a Tarte shape concealers. In fact, you'd think they're the same thing. But I think you're going to get more because I have one here. This is the Tarte shape. Let me see. Shape Tarte, it's called. Let me see if it's got the size. Let me see if I can read it. The color I had here was fair beige. This one is 10 milliliters or 0.33 fluid ounces. And this other one, I can't read it. Let me see. Put that out of the way. And I'll let you know. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can read this size. I see fluid ounce. It's a 0.3381. Would that be bigger then? I can't believe it. Okay, who can do the math? I'm not quite that fluent with that kind of stuff. Maybe it's the same size. I'm going to take the pointed end of my sponge and I'm just going to press that around because that kind of just blends it all out. I am going to use another concealer that's not unique for my under eye because I just can't help it. I like it. Because I think it's made better for the mature skin. Right like this. Put that in there. Just go right there against that eyelash. There we go. And blend that out. Just like so. And there we go. We're good. Oh, do you go to the grocery store or does he? Or I thought you guys ordered it and they came and delivered it. We're all getting excited about, where we're going. We're on a group chat together and it's hilarious. And she thinks it's still a go on the what, on the secret. On the secret. I'll let y'all know what happens at the end of the week. Maybe I'll be able to post something. I don't know. Okay, this is looking pretty darn good. And in fact, I'm going to add a little blush, and I think I'm going to go with our supple today. Since I'm using all these autumn colors, autumn or fall or winter colors. This is our supple. And I use this great big, really nice, fluffy, Real Techniques brush. How about that? Just got to pat it on first. And it seems like I can use this and then use a different color on this like the next day. And I don't think, it seems like it's always the color it's supposed to be. How does that happen? I don't know. I guess because you're using all of it off of the brush to begin with. Not bad. Oh my God, you got to do more laundry? Okay, see you later. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, just like so. Got that all done? Now we're going to play with this eye makeup. We're going to play. We're going to play. I'm going to use a flat like paddle brush here. Going into this really beautiful yellow shade. Getting it on my brush, you can see it. And I'm going to pat it on. This is what we're going to do here. Now that concealer I put on my lid will work like a primer, gives it a nice base for this eyeshadow to stick to. That's why we put that primer on the eye to begin with, if you did not want to put a concealer on there. But it also, opens up that eye area with that lighter shade because, like I've told you, the lighter colors is what brings the eye to focus on when somebody's looking at you. There we go. How's that? Just going to lightly pull that through. I don't want to pull a lot because I have really crepey skin now as I'm growing older, and I want that to be soft. What's everybody else doing on a Saturday night? Anybody else going anywhere? Having some fun? Are you stuck in with COVID? What's going on? There we go. We've got us some yellow going on. Yeah, I like it. Oh, look at that beautiful gold. We might have to put that at the end. Look at this beautiful gold right here. It's like a metallic. Yeah, now you can see it. Okay, I'm going to go next, I think. I'm going to stay with these oranges. The next color down right here is called Revived. I'm going to put that into the crease or the transition area, it's sometimes called. Now, as an older lady, this is another little trick or tip you might try. One is taking a tissue and folding it in a triangle and laying it right here against the skin. You can also take a tape. Let me see if I've got any tape available. I don't think I've got any in here. I think I moved it all to the other drawer for when I was doing. Oh, hold on a minute. This might be one. Let's just try this. We'll try tape today. Let's see if I can get it to stick. Since I've got all my makeup on, it might not stick. Oh, I see it here. I want that to go right there. I'm going to have that happen. You could even go a little closer to the bottom eyelash line, but we're going to stop right there. Let me show you this little tip. And that's taking a more pointed, fluffy brush. And I'm going to tap off any excess. And we're going to go like right here, keeping the eye open and stopping right there. Kind of like you're doing a wing eye. Let's check that out. Even just tap it in and then blend it out. Guess I better take that other side. What's the matter with me? Let's see. We could be doing the other side too. Little piece of tape. Let's see. I'm going to tape it right like so. Right up there where that eyebrow ends. There we go. Now it feels like I've got an eyelid going on. Okay, but see how that's already looking like it's a winged eye going on over here? I love how this does this. Okay, here we go. And I'm starting like right in the middle where the pupil would be and going straight out instead of down. And like that. This is especially good for people that have a hooded eye where their skin is falling down over their eyelid area and not giving them much to work with as far as applying their shadows, so that when somebody looks at you, you can see that. There we go. How you like it? Now, that's our first color down. Let's try a different one. I'm going to go next with the next color in. It's called Profound, and it's this darker brown color. Now, with that one, we're going to go more into the crease, and let me show you a little tip for that one. That one I'm going to use more of a smaller domed crease brush is what they're called. Let me see if I can clean that off. I also have a brush cleaner if I wanted to use some of that, but I'm seeing no transfer onto my towel, so I should be good. I'm going to pounce into this eyeshadow. That's what's so wonderful about these unique eyeshadows. They're very highly pigmented. They're, you know, when you put them on, they last a long time. You know, oftentimes I'll get an eyeshadow and you put it on, it looks great. By the end of the day, it's like it's all off. I don't like that. This one is not like that. Okay, I'm still leaving the eye open. I'm going straight up to where the pupil is, and I'm going to stick it right there in that hole. That's where the crease is. And we're going to kind of continue that on the way down. Right in there. It's kind of opening up my eye, isn't it? And on down. So I don't want to mess up that beautiful orange I put up on the top. This is kind of preventing that from happening. Okay, now that I've got the placement, now I'm going to just try to blend it a bit right in there. I do see where I got it more on that lid. I'm not liking that so much. I'll have to try to repair that. But look at that. Look at that. Now I'm also going to take this and carry it down because I had a little bit of room left underneath that eye where I did not put the tape. See, that tape is still saving all this work. Plus, it's not allowing that eyeshadow to transfer out onto the face as easily. That's why I also tap the brush after I go into the powder, because it takes anything that might be falling off. So keep that from happening. So, okay, we've done this eye. We're going to take our blending brush. And I'm going to try to blend this out. Let me see if I need to add more yellow. Just like so. Yep, I have to add a little more yellow, yellow. Add a little more yellow. Don't mind me, I sing sometimes, and you never know what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm just going to pat that. There we go. Look at that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I love those colors. Love them. I'm also going to take this and blend it and soften it right here up on the top. Now, if you wanted a harsh line, don't blend it. I kind of like it to just kind of blend all up and fade and dissipate. That's what I like. Okay, as I'm looking over there at the screen. Okay, let's do the other eye. Get my other brush out. Just had it. Here it is. And we'll try this technique over here. Again. Right like that. Twisting it. Just relax that eye. Try to press it in as far as you can. There we go. And then I probably better tap that. And then kind of blend it around. And there we go. And again, I'm keeping the eye open. Not looking bad, girlfriends, not looking bad. And then I'm going to take it right here and go into the inside here. Going to go on the outside and go right underneath there. Just like so. Nice. Okay. And I'm going to blend now, I think. me see if I want to add a little more up here. But I don't want to go up on the top. I want to stay farther down. I still want some of that orange to show up at the top. Okay, now let's blend. Soften, soften. Go in little circles like this. And you got it all blended. Let me see what happened in here. Not bad. Shall we take our tape off, do you think? We might be ready to. Might be ready to take off the tape. Let me add a little more of that fluffier brush. I put that one away. Got 3 brushes here. None down here. Let me put this one away. The one with the orange. The one with the orange. It's not there. Okay, just a second. Just a second. There was a fluffy brush. I don't know what I did with it. Guess I could do this one. I'll go in with a little more of that orange. Orange. Just to kind of give it a little more color up there. Softly, softly, softly. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to take off the tape. Here we go. Oh, yeah. One side. And it's going, especially for us mature ladies, it's going to give your face more of a facelift again. That little highlighter helps giving us a facelift. The more of a peak you can give your eyebrows will also give you more of a facelift. Oh, and I have not done my under eye. Hold on a minute. Forgot. This was the other product I love. NARS, if you've never tried it, it's called their Radiant Concealer, and I am loving it. And I put it right here in both corners. And see, I should have done this before I did my under eye. So we'll see if we have to reapply. I take my pointed end of the sponge. I'm using a dry sponge. You could use the damp sponge. You know, if you have already dampened this end of it or dampened the whole sponge, that's up to you. But I'm still getting some. And you know, this corner is very, very important as well on the eye. You want that highlighted in the corner. It's going to open up that eye, give it a much youthful look at my old age. And the reason why I'm doing just the corners is that all my crinkles and wrinkles and crepiness are mainly right there in the middle. So I'm trying to apply the least amount of product that I can in those areas, but still giving it a bit of lightness. That's what we're doing. And I am going to set that with another product. I'm sorry, I love this new product. It is Laura Mercier's concealing setting powder. It's like silk or something when you put it on. And I just apply it with a finger. And I just put it on like so. And just kind of pat it in. And that will set all that in for you. Now it's best if you go ahead and press that before you put it on, making sure it's not settled in any of the fine lines. And plus it warms up against the skin a little bit more before you set it. Again, this is about all that I use. Okay, when you put it on, it like glides on as a powder, just with my finger. You could use a sponge, you could use a brush, that's your choice, but I'm finding it's doing what I need it to do with just a finger. Sometimes our fingers are the best tools that we own, although I do have a little bit of a brush fetish. Okay. Okay, so what do you think about that? Not too bad as I look at myself. Okay, let's put a little bit of Tori Bell's magnetic liner on. And tonight I'm going to use the color black. We have this, this is their classic magnetic liners. And it comes in black, gray, or brown. And it has little magnetic powder in it. Let's see, what's it actually called? Oxide? Something. The chemical name. Don't ask me. Do I have to know all that too? We're going to mix that up really good. That's what I'm doing when I hit it against my hand. You want to try to bring it out as clean as you can from the middle so that you don't deposit all of those magnetic particles around the top edge. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put it as close to the lash as I can get it. Just like so. And that is the first little black spot right there. I also see I'm going to want to blend this a bit on the sides where I had that taped. Stick it back in, straight down in the middle. I actually screw it back on and shake it up again. Every time I get ready to apply it, I like to do that, and then it's like I got a whole fresh thing on the brush. Balance your wrist on the mirror. It helps you apply the liner. And it takes time, ladies, to get these where you are able to do it quickly. I would love to be able to do winged eyes, but my eyes are, I think, too downturned for that to happen. Old. It's called too old. Okay, here we go. Down in. I always put 2 coats on is what I do. Tell me where you're from. Chit chat with the queen. Okay, next one. Putting it on. Here we go. This eye is always the easy eye for me. You'll probably find that too. There's all different tips and ways to put your liner on, or you can put a magnetic mascara on, or you can just put the lashes on with anchors, all different ways. Okay, let's try one more on this side. Just like so. And they're good. Now, there's no need for me to go all the way down with this line to the tear duct because you're not going to put your lashes down that far. If you put your lashes down there, you're going to find that it's going to give you some irritation. You know, I don't know why, but it does. So we always suggest you starting your lash where your pupil, iris, the colored part of your eye is, start your lashes there. I do come over a bit more from there, going down into the white just a little bit. So, but we suggest, or Tori Bell suggests, placing them that way. Oh, I was going to look for my trash. It's not there. Okay, next. Let me just see about blending the side. We want that to dry really well. I'm just going to take my bud and kind of blend that a little bit. And go over here. I don't want that to be a line. You could do your bud, you could do your brush, but I'm liking that. It's kind of pretty. I might want to add a little more darker on this one side as we wait for that to dry. But I do want to also get some mascara on. And you're going to say, well, what do you got to put mascara on for? Well, it's because the lashes do have a little bit of a weight to them. And I like my lashes to be perky and stand up. So I like to put a little mascara on to give them something to sit against. I'm just trying to see what I'm doing here. Hold on. There we go. I'm trying to decide. I'm going to put my lashes on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of that gold eyeshadow right there on the lid. It's going to really make things pop. Okay, we're going to put a little mascara on. Let's let that be. Let me see, where's my mascara? Hold on just a minute. This is my Twisted. I opened up and, oh, it's a beautiful gold tube. Hold on a minute. Let me see. I'm not good with that. Ah, here it is. Look at this. This was Christmas. They don't have this one. They've got the formula, the mascara, but not this beautiful packaging. Can you see that beautiful purple? It's hard for you to see, isn't it? It's all glittery. I like bling stuff. And I love that sound when you open up a tube of mascara and it goes whoosh or something like that, you know. Okay, here we go. I got a little something on my nose. This kind of curls up the lashes. Plus, if you want to use your anchors, it gives it a little something to sandwich in between. Especially on those ends where you're not going to have the lashes. There's a little something there too. Okay. And of course, with our Epic Mascara, you can build this up as much as you want. I'm not going to do that because I don't have to do that. I'm going to be adding lashes. I see a boo-boo here. I need to work on them. Got a little bit of, it might be okay. We'll see what happens. A little bit of my liner transferred onto my eye lid. And just try to get in there. And I've got me a heated eyelash curler, and I love it. I can't remember to take it out of my purse. Doggone it. There we go. What's a girl gonna do? What's a girl gonna do when they come for you? think I'm good. Let me see about the bottom. Oh, and I probably have to add a little more color down there. Because I put my uh, concealer on down there and covered up all that beautiful color I used. I don't do well with my bottom lashes. I wish they had magnetic or some kind of lashes for your bottom lashes. Do they have those out there? We need to invent that. I just wish I had bottom lashes. That's why I'll normally add some color down there. I'm just going to use this other end of this brush and just go in really close here to give that more of a look. Now don't go all the way over here, because if you do, ladies, it's going to close that eye up. We don't want to close things up. We want them to be wide and open. Just go on up there like that. See how, I'm sorry, I'm looking at myself. Okay, next, I'm going to play with some lashes. What color shall we use or play with tonight? I've got some in yonder that I've got to bring out in here. Let's just put on some big ones. Why not? These are called the selfie lashes. They're big, but not too big. And I love them. Let's see if I've got any issues here. See if I've got. I'm going to take a little brush. I'm going to run it across here to make sure I have no magnetic liner sticking to the magnets. That's what I'd like. That's what that brush does. Now you can take a alcohol or a little makeup remover and also use that. I think I have some glue on here. Okay, I think I got it clean. And I'm going to bend them back and forth like this. I always do that because, see, it helps to bend them into the shape of your eyelid. I'm going to take my non-magnetic tweezers now. I'm going to hold that onto here like so. Then we're going to apply. There we go. I might have to anchor this side. Oh, my nose is running. Oh, they're pretty. I forgot how pretty they were. Yeah, I need some little anchor right there. Look at how pretty those are. Let me show you what it does with the anchor. These are the anchors. They're also a little magnet with a little bit of a lash to them. Let me see if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. See what I'm talking about? They curl up, and you want to hold them like this, and you want to put them on like so. So I'm going to go right in there, and I think it's on. And there we go. Look at that. Look at the difference, ladies. Look at that difference. Love it, love it. Want some more of it. Okay, let's do the other side. Again, let me twist them back and forth. I think this one looks good. I'll take my little brush just to see. Now this one's a pretty soft brush, but it gives it a little bit of a friction. And holding it, I just kind of sit it down. And it is on. Also, I might have to redo this corner. Look at those ladies. They're so much fun. Tori Bell lashes. They're so much fun. So much fun. I'm going to take this one and anchor it as well. I have to turn it around and make sure that it's pointed up. So what you're seeing me do here. Because you got to go down like this and come up. Usually I can feel it connect. There we go. There we go. Are we good? Now the only other thing we need to do is fix our hair. Welcome. And comb that a little bit. If you don't know me, I wear wigs. This one I believe is a Raquel Welch wig. I love this color red. And I trim my own wigs too. I'll tell you, I was trimming this today. Thinning it out, in fact. Just felt it a bit too bulky, so I cleaned it up a bit. And I might want to add just a bit more of a blush. But you know what I want to get out? I'm going to get out my bronzer that Unique used to have and just apply a little bit of this Hermosa. This is what that beautiful shade looks like. I'm going to use, I think, what brush do I want to use? I've got another one here. I think I'll try this one. Blush. This is a blush. And this time I'm going to go in with the matte and the, there's a shimmer side and a matte side. I'm going to kind of give it a bit of a shimmer. So I'm going in with both sides of the palette or pan, or what do we call that? Yes, lipstick. Are you back, Denise? How's that look? That made a big difference. Yes, I needed more of that color. Yeah. Especially with all this orange and red. I mean, red hair and the orange. Okay, what color lips shall we do? I love this bronzer. I'm so sad it's gone. Watercolor lips. I think it's going to have to be one of our newest lip colors. This is Minted, which is a very pale pink. Monkeyed might be the choice. It's a brown. Very nice mood matte lipstick. I have the selfie lashes on, Denise. Selfie. I do like them. I need to be wearing them more, I think. Just love them. Okay, let's try this. Let's do a liner first. And I'm going to go in with a liner color of, this is the color Prim, which is kind of a brown shade. And I might, until I a little more of that off. I did my contour. This is the lip liner by Unique. And go here. Just like so. A lot of girls go over this Cupid's bow. I haven't quite figured out if I like it. Let's just try it. I also took one of those tickler, what are they called? Tickler shavers today and tried to clean up some peach fuzz I had on my face. Let's just see what I can do here. Just trying to make that a little bit bigger. Okay, let's just try to play with that. And then we'll put our lipstick on. Put that away. In the color Monkeyed. Let me see, there was one color I have an Easy Street. Let me see what that color is. No, I think that's a little too pinky for what we're wearing today. Oh, and this has the magnetic closure. Love it. Not too bad. If I go ahead and still give myself a little bit of a peak, but not as much. You can go outside your lines just a hair and get away with it. And you especially need to have those hairs trimmed around that lip area. Let me see. That's not bad at all. Look at that. I might keep it. And what I might try here, I love this lipstick. This sticks right on there, is add a bit of this. Let's try this mint. Let me show you how light that is. See how light that is? Of course, it's really hard to see it with the light, isn't it? Looks white. Okay, let's see. That looks more like what the color. Let's just add this in the middle. Another little tip. Yeah. Isn't that neat? I like it. Oh, and let's do highlighter. And since we've got these oranges on, let's go with a gold highlighter. Benevolent would be fine, but I've got this old one from our Beachfront Kiss collection, and it's called Belize. Let's play with that. Oh, and I've got to do my eyelid. Let's try this. This is one of my new brushes that I really like for highlight. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Right there. That's where I like it to go. Right there. I have to go out there and sit with my husband. See what he has to say. I think, yeah, I see a bit of it. And go over here and you see a little highlight of that. That's what we want. That's what we want. And the end of the tutorial today, I want to take that palette again. Put these all away. Go in with that beautiful gold. Look at this beautiful gold in here. Look at this. Let's see if this will work. I'm going to try it on my finger first and see if that'll work. Are we seeing that pay off? Or do I need to use a brush? I have to get my other mirror so I can really see. Let me see. Oh gosh, isn't that pretty? Oh, let me get my brush. I'm getting excited now. Woo! This one here that I used that yellow in will work. Let me just go a little stronger with that. Look at that. I can be a little more precise with the brush. Okay, how we doing here? Then push those babies up. And then we've got some eyelashes. And we got our makeup going on, girlfriends. Y'all ready for your night out? It's a Sunday, you know. I thank you so much for stopping in. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. And I'd like to try to make a promise to myself that I will do these weekly. So stay tuned for the next live from QnDebra of Makeup. Bye-bye now.